Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across the world who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity, and may the election be upon your households. God Shalom. I'm the brother Tasayat, coming back with another video, and today I want to make a video concerning that the Most High is not gonna put anything on your path that you cannot handle, because sometimes you're gonna face certain things on your path, certain tests, and you're gonna be like, hey, I don't know if I can do this, man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Okay, you have to remember that as long as you are in this truth, okay, doing your best for the Most High, that there is nothing gonna come on your path that will destroy you. You see, your limit might be 50%, and the Most High can tempt you to 49.999%, okay, which is still not over your limit. Okay, it's close to your limit, but not over your limit, man. It's just at the point where you will not break. But however, he is able to test you at 50.5% or 51% or 60%. Okay, that's above your limit. But when we do that, he does that to the wicked, man. That is the end of the wicked. Those who do not listen to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, that is their lot, man. Okay, they will break, you see. But Yahweh Watasa, being in the truth, listening to the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay, that will not come for you, man. He will not be tested above your limit. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to men. Yes, so the things that are happening, you know, some things that are coming on your path are things that happen to everyday things that happen to normal people also, man. You gotta go to your job. You might have an argument with somebody at your job. You might have an argument with your partner. Your kid might be sick. You might be having a sickness, you know, a snotty nose, things like that, you know. Those are things that happen to everyday. Those are everyday things that happen to normal people also, man. Reading on. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So what I just explained, he will not let you suffer things that are above your limit, basically, is what the scripture says. But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So whatever happens or comes on your path, it might seem like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, like there is no escaping the situation. You know, your mind, your tiny brain cannot think of a solution. But still, when you are in the truth, you have to understand that even though you don't know the solution, it doesn't mean that there won't be or ain't a solution. You know, if you get what I'm saying. Because the Most High, as the scripture says, his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and his ways are higher than our ways. You know, he knows what he's doing with you. You see. So everything that comes on your path, it also has a certain way for you to get out of it, to escape it, to get stronger. Okay? Just because you cannot think of a solution doesn't mean that there ain't no solution at all. You see? So let me grab that. Let me grab a precept real quick. You know, to what is it? My thoughts are not your thoughts. It's in the book of Isaiah. Let me see, Isaiah 55, verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. You see? For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Yeah, man. In your tiny little brain, you cannot think of the you cannot think the same things that the Most High is thinking, man. Okay. So from there, let's go to another precept, because uh, because as I was explaining, when something comes on your path, you're gonna deal with some hard things in this truth, and it will become harder and harder. But the time that you spend in this truth, you are growing. Yaharatasa, you are growing. The Most High is preparing you for something to come. So he is fine tuning you, basically, okay, to become worthy in his eyes, to be deemed worthy in his eyes, and to prepare you for what is to come. You see, you can also pray for that he prepares you for what is to come. So what do you have to do, man? You are tested in certain situations. You have to put your trust in the Most High, okay, because he will not forsake you. Now for that, let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 10. So this is Psalms chapter 9, verse 10. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. For thou, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. So when you seek the Lord, he will not forsake you. So when you are in this truth, trying your best to please him, trying your best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, okay, to the best of your ability. It may be one of the dietary laws, the food laws, not eating shrimp, pork, okay, not eating lobsters, none of that. Not putting tattoos on your body, okay, not committing adultery, things like that. When you try to keep those, you are actually also trying to seek the Lord, you see. And when you do that, when you do your part, the Most High will do his part, okay. You seek him, you put your trust in him, and he takes care of you, okay. That's how it is. That's the deal, okay. So from there, let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 25. It reads, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So the righteous will never be forsaken, okay. The things that are coming on the path of the righteous might seem cruel sometimes, or might even almost seem as the same things that happen to those who live wickedly. So now when you are trying your best to live righteously, but you see that the same things are coming on your path, the same things are happening to you as somebody that is living wickedly, or the things on your path might even be harder to handle, harder to deal with than the things that are coming on the path of the wicked, okay. It could be because you are already a certain time in the truth, being tested, being fine-tuned, okay, that you are now have become so strong that you can handle this, that your tolerance level has gone up, and that the tolerance level of this wicked piece of shit is just lower, okay. So then of course the things that are coming on your path are going to be harder than the things on his path. But you also have to understand that the end of it, okay, like the scripture says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. The end of what you will get for it is way, way more better than what he is gonna get, the wicked one is gonna get, that doesn't try his best for the Most High, that commits adultery, that worships other spirits, does voodoo and things like that. Okay, his end will be horrible, man. Okay, so you have to put your trust in the Most High. Okay, always, he will always make a way for you, no matter what. Okay, as long as you do your thing, as long as you do your part for him, he will always make a way for you, man. Okay. And because he is a man of his word. Okay, he's not like some random human who says he's gonna do this, and the other another time he says he's gonna do that, but he does not back up what he is saying. Okay, when you put your trust in man, in a human, a man or a woman, okay, it might be somebody really close to you. Okay, that somebody might be how do you say that, promising you that a certain day he's gonna help you with something, and then when a day comes he's not there. Okay, he might have actually thought that he was gonna be there to help you, but the Most High can look at him like, oh, so you think you're gonna go there? Well, let me put this and this and that on your path. See where you're gonna go now. Okay, so now this person has made a promise to you. Meanwhile, he could not keep it. He could not back up his word. Okay, because the Most High is the one that leads, that directs our steps. That the scripture says it, man. Let's grab the scripture, man. In Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's Proverbs 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. Yeah, so the route you are taking, the way you are going, the Lord decides. How can a man then understand his own way? Okay, and also in the book of Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9, it says, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his steps. So you might think you're gonna go a certain way. Okay, you might have your day planned out, your week planned out, like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this and this and that and this and this and so. But the Most High is the one directing your steps. You wanna go, you actually wanna go straight, but the Most High, he slaps you on the back of your head to the right. Meanwhile, you thought you was gonna do this thing. And you have to understand that, the Most High, he does things how he wants it, man. So who are you to look at him like, hey, why does this happen to me? That also that woe is me spirit. Okay, it's also something that is not good, man. Okay, speaking also to myself, always being in that victim, not always, but sometimes you be in that victim role that you think like, hey, man, why is this happening to me? Why are these people, still living their life? Nothing is happening to them. You might be thinking sometimes you might have those thoughts, but you gotta understand that, hey, you have to be afraid for the Most High. You have to be careful. You have to know that they are basically dead people walking. Okay, they're basically dead, man. When you look at them, you basically see a dead body. You see a carcass, man. A carcass. A dry, yeah, man. A dry, ashy, crusty ass carcass, man. Okay, falling apart. That is what these people of the world are, when you really think about it. Okay, so from there, let's go to the book of Job, chapter 13. Okay, let me see verse 14. Let me start at verse 14. Wherefore do I take my flesh in my teeth and put my life in mine hand? Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. So even though the Most High puts evil on your path, even though he, beats you down, he chastises you, yet do you have to put your trust in him, man. So in this example, Job, he was being slain. Okay, there was all crazy things happening in his life. All his kids, okay, and his kids got killed. His wife left him. His land, his cattle. I believe I don't know if it was his land, but his cattle was killed. Everything got taken from him, but meanwhile he did not do anything wrong. Okay, so the Most High is the one that decides. Now, what did he get in return for not turning his back to the Most High and still being faithful? he got blessed even more than what he already had, man. Okay, the souls of the children that he already had. Who says that the Most High cannot bring them back after a few years in other children that he's gonna get? The same souls. Okay, the Most High is all powerful, man. Come on. You see? And also another thing in this sentence, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, showing you that the Most High also brings evil upon your path as well as good, man. Okay, so it's not Satan with a pitchfork in hell, you know, being being against the Most High and doing all evil, and God is only good, or what these people try to explain to you, because the Most High really is a balance. He is balance between good and evil. Okay, he has created evil angels, evil demons to do evil, and he has created the righteous demons, the good angels, the righteous angels, to do the good things, basically, man, to reward you when you do good, for example. Okay, so there's no hell also where you're gonna burn forever. Okay, this earth is where you're going through your hell, man. Okay, after a few generations you come back. Okay, and the way that you lived before, okay, it's gonna be crucial for the things the major things or the small things that are gonna happen in your next life, man. So the third or the fourth generation, you're gonna come back in your family, be born again, a baby, and then certain things are coming on your path. You might think like, hey, why is this happening to me? Things like that. Okay. Meanwhile, in your previous life, you was balling, balling, sinning, doing everything you wanted, living the YOLO life. And you died peacefully. You died peacefully. You thought you was gonna get away with it, right? Now, then you died. Okay, your body, your spirit went to the spirit world. Okay, there's no hell, as I was explaining. There's just one world where the spirits are at rest. And then you got your judgment. And when you were born again, you basically sit out your judgment, man. So that's why also sometimes you see people in a wheelchair for their whole life. You be like, how does the Most High does this? Okay, if God was only love, why would he do this? Okay, it might be a punishment for the for the previous life of that person, man. And also, if you think about it, if the Most High really was only love, only that emotion, then why would he create us with multiple emotions, with hatred, with jealousy, with love, okay, with things like that? That's almost as if you don't give him enough credit, like he created something he cannot control. He created something that now has, I don't know, like a Pokemon evaluated to another level, where you now are able to get new emotions, things that God does not have. The fuck is that, man? Come on, come on. Nah, man. So the Most High, he's the one that is putting evil and good on your path, as I was explaining, to go back to the subject. Okay, verse 15 again. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain mine own ways before him. He also shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him. Okay, so from there, let's go to the last scripture in the book of Psalms, chapter 25, verse 21. And it reads, let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. So what is integrity? Integrity is holding on to your norms and values even though there is much pressure from outside. So when you are in a situation where you be like, hey, how can I get out of this? I cannot do anything in this situation. You don't know, you don't see a way out. Okay, you might be in a situation where you think, hey, now, why does the Lord do this to me? You get angry at him. What I would not recommend you to do, highly not recommend you to do that. Okay, in certain situations like that, when your limit is being pushed, okay, your limit might be 50%, and now you be tested at 49.9%. You're gonna be, in a situation wherein you have never been before, maybe. Those are the times that the real you is gonna come out. Okay, that's why you gotta pray for integrity, that in when those situations happen, that you're still gonna put your faith in the Most High. Okay, because your integrity really is supposed to be in this truth, man, towards this truth, towards Yahweh Bashem Yashai. Okay, getting the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you need. Okay, being faithful toward the Most High, putting your trust in Him. That's really the type of norms and values you should have, man, in this truth. Okay, so those are gonna be tested also. And remember, what you pray for is what you get. Okay, you can pray also for the Most High to let Him increase your to to let for Him to let, how do you say that, for Him to make sure that you keep your integrity in this truth. Okay, I also have a prayer for that. Okay, so I'm gonna make a part 2 about it, because I already made a video about the prayer. But for integrity, it's really important to have that, man. Okay, so yeah, basically that was it, man. Okay, there is nothing gonna come on your path that you cannot handle. Okay, as long as you do your thing, you know, for the Most High. Simple as that. So let me see. Let me make a part 2. Let me pack a part 2. Alright, Shalom.